What do you think is different than traditional software development, and how do manager can understand this difference?
You can almost answer any machine learning question, partially answer it with something related to data. So in terms of stakeholders for projects, in traditional software development projects, in many cases, the data is not sort of a key piece of the project in terms of, sort of its existence is going to make the whole operation work, whereas that's absolutely the case with machine learning. So first you have to figure out, who are the stakeholders when it comes to the data, and ultimately, who's going to own that process for getting data into your machine learning models and ultimately using the results coming out. The other big thing that's different is typically with traditional software, when you deploy a piece of software into a production environment, you're kind of done. I mean, you still have to maybe, monitor and test and keep an eye on it. But with machine learning, you really are just getting started once you've deployed a model into production. It's not that you're almost done. In fact, you're just getting started. You have to monitor the results coming out of the model. You have to keep an eye on to make sure that the results are similar to what you trained on. There's an assumption that the production data will be similar to what you trained on, and that may or may not be the case. So there's a variety of issues related to that. Even things like evaluating how it's performing oftentimes can be very challenging. That is, you have to come up with a metric that defines when a model gives you a result back, how do you assess whether or not that was a good result or not? Or maybe that now means you need to update the model in some way to account for certain types of answers that are giving that are maybe incorrect or not accurate enough for what you're looking for. So there's this whole notion that, the types of answers that you'll get out of a machine learning system, they're not deterministic. They're not necessarily guaranteed to be what you think that they should be. Whereas in traditional software, you can pretty much, guarantee that for a given input, you can get the same kind of output. That may not always be the case with machine learning. So there's a bunch of those kind of factors that people coming into a machine learning project, they use their frame of reference of, okay, we're going to treat this like we have all of our other software projects, when in practice, it's actually quite a few differences like that.